Today we continue to talk about our immunity because we know our immunity will strongly connect with our health. I'm sure your own experience or your family members' experience or your friends' experience, from the medical point of view, your immunity is good. It seems no low immunity, but you always easily get some sickness because from medical point of view, mostly research is focused on the body's immunity, cells, lymphoid, etc. But we do know our health is not only connect with our body's immunity, it's also connect with our energy, also connect with our consciousness, emotion. Often we heard to increase your immunity, you need to do some sport, you need to sleep well, you need to eat well, vitamins, etc. But still, there are so many problems. We cannot use a physical way to realize, to improve immunity. And everybody know immunity connect with our consciousness, connect with our mind, emotion. But how can we figure out our immunity connect with our consciousness? No blood test, no equipment can tell us if this our consciousness connect with our health. But there are so many like chronic sickness, so many symptoms like always feel tired, easily get sick, or easily to be influenced by other people's sickness. We do know sadly, our consciousness had troubles, our emotion had troubles, and then we get sick. And also we want to know, how can we use our consciousness to improve our immunity? Or we say, how can we use our consciousness to heal our sickness? Yeah, this is the topic what we want to discuss today. I had a patient 3 years ago in Kundawell. Yeah, he was a patient who has been diagnosed in the best hospital in Beijing, pancreas cancer. Because it is last stage and is no way to be healed, no way to have surgery, doctor asked him to go home. So at this moment, the friends told them, yeah, you can try to Kundawell, maybe there are some method. When I saw him, really is very bad. Yeah, he had terrible pain with even painkillers doesn't work, terrible pain. He cannot eat, he couldn't sleep, he couldn't eat. Yeah, his family and he failed the doctor why ask him return home, and they just had disappointed. No hope. Okay, so in this situation, if we cannot change his mind, cannot change his consciousness, we cannot help him. First, my mind is, I have to change his mind, his consciousness, let him to trust he has hope, he can recover. He had the bad symptom, the worst symptom that is too much pain. He
niveau.
couldn't sleep. Yeah, so I tell him, okay, today we will test if I can stop your pain. If you can sleep well, then you have hope to recover. If I cannot stop your pain, cannot let you sleep, okay, go home. Okay? Yeah, as we know, with image medicine, we can quickly get rid this bad energy and change his information, his consciousness in the mind. Also use a little bit herbal medicine. Because most people, if you just use your hand, they don't trust too much. When you give also some herbal medicine, okay, they, wow, I use medicine, it should help. They will, again, this is from psychology point of view, consciousness point of view, let him to believe. Okay, so after Kundawell's healing, the man slept well the whole night, never had this kind of sleeping for a long time, and no pain. Next day, next morning, he was so happy, smiling. So in this way, we help him 2 weeks, no pain, sleep well. He recovered very well, very happy. More energy. Yeah, emotion become return very good. So yeah, in this state, we can definitely say if continue for 2 weeks more, and the cancer will shrink a lot. The tumor will shrink a lot. Okay, so now let's continue to see. And then in China, there is a festival. Yes, the first festival we call it is, it's just like spring, someday in the spring, and you need to go to died person to clean their cemetery and to give some food, some money to the died person. Certainly, he returned home. This is the biggest festival in China also. And he went to also his father's and brothers monitoring. Right? In China, before also to like in Moscow, the physical body to be buried in the ground. It's like a grave. So there, suddenly he remembered his father died with the same symptom. His brother died also with the same symptom. And then he just felt, maybe he had the same sickness like his father and brother. Okay. And then when he returned home, he started to think his brother, his father, the symptoms, painful, etc. He couldn't sleep. If he couldn't sleep, then the pain returned, make it worse. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure these kind of examples, if some people get sick and if they just feel, okay, these simple problems, easy problem can be cured, you don't have that emotionally heaviness. But if the doctor said, well, it's no way to heal and, go home, just eat what you like, and then you have a big stress. Yeah, that decrease strongly the immunity. So the bad emotion, the bad consciousness, bad mind will create the wrong image in the body. This kind of bad image, as we see with the third eye, it stayed in the brain and from the brain connect with internal organ. If this kind of image there, this person always have symptoms, but from medical part cannot diagnose what's the problem. This can last many years. If this kind of consciousness connect with kidneys, for example, when something wrong, always feel low back pain, the kidneys problems, but medication cannot help. If this consciousness at that moment, that emotion is connect with, for example, lungs, this person easily to get cold, cough. So how can we clean this bad consciousness, bad images? Our consciousness, now we use our mind, our consciousness. And then the consciousness will give us a result. That is the image. So the consciousness can cause the problem in the past. And now the consciousness also can cause a problem for the future. So we know the consciousness. The consciousness is just like the brain's function or kind activity, but it causes a result. The result show us in image. So in order to improve our immunity, we need to use our consciousness to clean the bad images. In order to improve our immunity, we have to have positive consciousness. For example, if you always tell yourself, I cannot be sick, I have to be healthy, I have no ability to get sick. And then when you give this mind, this consciousness to your body will become, will improve the immunity to defend the sickness. In image medicine, we have effective, simple way to clean the result of bad consciousness. With image medicine, we know the bad consciousness mind created some images in the brain. So we need to erase these bad images. Okay, so now let's meditate to clean bad images with our mind. Tell yourself, I have to be healthy, I have to be strong. I have to clean all my bad images from past bad consciousness. Here we use a visual. Imagine there is a red ball and turn around your head, turn to clean the bad image. So now we use the ball to clean images. Okay, so first look at the visual.
情绪。现在我们来清除不良情绪事件对大脑皮层造成的印记像，让红球向左转。
So let the red ball around your head to turn. So you feel the ball turn.
转。 转，清除记忆，清除大脑皮层的记忆。转，
转，
转，转，转，
Okay. If you really feel your immunity connect with your consciousness, your emotion, and connect with your past bad emotion, mind, use this exercise to improve your immunity. That's all for today. Good night. Bye.